Hello. No. You say goodbye. I say goodbye.
Hold on.
Yes. 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 Hello.
Yes, hello,
Yeah,
hello. Hear
I
me?
think so.
Okay, so you can hear me?
For FPC. Number 7, Ryan Stewart.
All right, here we are. Finally, we have some audio theoretically here at FPC on a Monday night. FPC trailing the East River Falcons 2-1 as we get set for the bottom of the third inning. Mike Licio along with Rich Carroll and crew. What's up, Mike?
Been a busy night. FPC softball just finished their game, a 6-0 win over New Smyrna. FPC flag also a 6-0 winner over DeLand.
Lined right back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. In time, went away.
So since we're just getting here, let's go through the FPC lineup. They scored on Tristan Miller RBI double that brought in Braden Stewart. 2 runs for East River, as Tyler Marzak reached on an error and scored. And then a walk by Ty Kennedy. He scored on a wild pitch, and then an RBI single by Adrian Quinones is the difference in this
Dalton
ballgame.
Shell line. Oh, nice play by the first baseman there. Takes it himself, 2 away.
Lineup for FPC. Braden Stewart led off at third. Dalton Shell bats second at first. Tristan Miller, the pitcher, batting third. Big Rob, Dalton Roberts cleans up. Cody Clymer bats fifth and short. Carson Fliss is the catcher batting sixth. Jesse Bauer, seventh and left. Dalton Howell, the designated hitter.
Miller grounds the ball slowly to the third baseman. Tough play, and it gets by him.
He was letting that roll foul, and it never did.
It's a base hit for Tristan Miller.
Jason Nobles is the ninth hitter batting second, and the flex player is Connor May in center. So Robert struck out his first time up. He's hitting 192 on the season. Big Rob.
Dalton Roberts going to get a shot here with 2 outs and a runner on base. FPC down by a run.
Wyatt Reynolds is pinch running, the courtesy runner for the pitcher at first base. Roger Key is the pitcher.
Oh, and he's times to pick off perfectly. Throw to second. Now they have him caught up in a rundown. Miller trying to get back, and he's going to be tagged out there, and that will do it. No runs, 1 left on at the end of 3 innings of play. It's 2-1 East River. You're watching Flagler County High School baseball on the WNZF Sports Network.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local voices.
We saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Back here at FPC High School, Monday Night Baseball. Flagler Palm Coast Bulldogs and the East River Falcons.
Tristan Miller, the left-hander for FPC, started the game. 3 innings. He's given up 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 earned. Struck out 4 and walked 1.
Quinones is the second baseman for the Falcons, batting 6th in the lineup. Shows bunt, takes high, ball 1.
Tyler Marzak led off for the Falcons. Ty Kennedy bats second. Hunter Key, the pitcher, bats third. Josue Figueroa, the cleanup hitter.
The 1-0 pitch. Misses low, 2-0.
David Shantz bats fifth. The current batter, Adrian Quinones, bats sixth. Michael Sine, seventh.
That time he clips the outside corner, 2-1. Nice pitch there from Miller.
Brian Perez batting eighth, and batting ninth, Jack Tucker.
East River having a fantastic season coming into this game at 14-7. Miller deals, and he catches the outside corner. 2-2.
A leadoff error and a walk to the first 2 hitters are the only 2 runs. Since then, Tristan Miller has been lights out.
And he deals the 2-2 pitch. And that one hit him. So the Falcons get a leadoff base runner here in the 4th.
The 5th hit runner by Miller this year.
Left fielder, 19, Michael Sine.
So Mike Licio knows everybody, right?
Oh, all right.
Let's just jump right into it. 3 of the greatest players in Flagler College softball history all hail from East River, including head softball coach Matty Murphy, who's assisted by Natalie.
It never ceases to amaze me, Mike.
Natalie's twin sister Morgan actually will begin working for the Colorado Rockies this year.
Foul back. That's a strike. Quinones is getting a good lead there at first base. Watch him. Possible steal attempt coming here.
If you don't know where East River is, it's on the east side of Orlando, not too far from UCF.
Big lead at first base. Miller deals. Bunting at it. Misses. 0-2.
Sine entered today just 1 for 9 on the season behind the plate, but he is their ace. He's 3-1 with a .77 ERA. Only 4 decisions in 9 starts, but he's pitched great.
See if Miller can put him away here. Checking Quinones at first base. Still nobody out here in the 4th. Miller deals, and he just misses low and away, 1-2.
Senior night here at FPC, Braden Stewart, Connor Mann, Braden Stewart, Essie Bauer, Tristan Miller, Dalton Howell, and Dalton Shell honored tonight.
Miller checks first. Now he steps off, and he's called for a ball.
He knew it too.
They're going to give Quinones second base on that one. Miller having a pretty good year, 2-2 on the year, 4.38 ERA.
Yeah, sometimes with a ball call, you're kind of unsure. But he knew it as soon as it was called.
Yeah, I guess he checked to first, didn't pick his foot off the rubber there. Check second base, now deals the 1-2 pitch. It's a curveball. It's lofted into center field, and it falls into nowhere's land for a base hit. And the Eagles will have, the Falcons, will have runners at the corners.
So they got jammed there, but got just enough of it to get it over the infielder's head.
That's a situation, Mike, that's just uniquely baseball, right? You didn't really do everything right, but you got a base hit, and sometimes you do everything right and you make it out.
Exactly.
It's just the way the game goes.
Carson Fliss behind the plate. Dalton Shell at first. Casey Nobles at second. Cody Clymer is the shortstop. Braden Stewart at third. Tristan Miller on the bump. Left fielder is Jesse Bauer. Connor May in center. Big Rob, Dalton Robertson right.
The pitch. Right over the heart of the plate for strike.
Perez struck it
0-1.
out his first time up. 225 on the season coming in with no home runs, 6 RBI.
The 0-1 pitch. Again, lofted into that same area toward the center fielder. This time it's fielded there. Tagging and heading home is Jonas. The throw! Not in time.
A nice
East River takes a
throw.
3-1 lead. Yeah, it was closer than I thought it was going to be.
Nice throw there by Connor May.
Jack Tucker.
Excuse me. So Tucker sacrificed himself his first time up. He enters today hitting 111 with no home runs and 3 RBI.
Swung on and missed. Strike one.
Chase that one up and in.
Well, he's pretty tall. He's up there for it. Right in his eyes. Miller deals low. One ball, one strike, one out. Man at first base for Tucker. Miller deals. Curveball catches the top of the strike zone. 1-2.
That time his height worked to his disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, that was 11-9, but they're really starting to come around under Kyle Marsh.
Fouled back. Count stays at 1-2. Yeah, that was a big victory over the weekend over University. That seemed like an exciting game. 12-10 victory over University, Mike.
Nice way to start the 5-star conference tournament.
Whoa, lined right back here. So Tucker fighting to stay alive, 1-2.
That tournament play will continue tomorrow with New Smyrna. That's down at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex.
The 1-2 pitch. Tried to catch the top of the strike zone again, this time too high, 2-2.
From the ship, Matanzas leads Baker County 5-2 at the top of the 6th.
Misses inside, the ball gets away. And Sevi takes second base easily.
So today advances on the wild pitch. That's been the one thing about Miller. He's been wild at times. 10 walks in 16 innings. He averages a strikeout in an inning.
Now runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. Again to that area. No, it's right to the second baseman, actually. Easy play there. 2 away. Nobles just had to wait for it to come down.
You know, if we were playing with Wood, he'd be breaking a lot of bats tonight.
Yeah, he's getting in the kitchen.
Marzak reached on an error and scored in the first. Flew out to left his last time up.
So now a runner at second base, 2 outs for the Falcons.
That's Michael Sine. Marzak came in hitting 262 with a home run and 8 RBIs.
Foul down the right field line, 1-1. Fouled right back here. I was very happy for the tent there, Mike.
Yeah, I haven't had it.
Some
it hasn't
protection.
been foul ball tested, but it's gotten through an entire softball season, sir.
Now I'm not so confident. It has not been foul ball tested.
Hey, it's in the wood.
I'd say in the 6 years I've been doing softball at Flagler College, that maybe 8 to 10 balls and over 100 games and come within striking distance. The one time my daughter came with me, there were 4. She hasn't been back since. She was just under a barrage.
Fouled away again. Count holds at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. Falcons over the Bulldogs.
There was one time where I actually had to grab her and duck.
You got to be careful at the old ball game. That's why I have nets all over the fields now in the major leagues.
Long overdue.
Swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch there. Throw down the first is in time, and that will do it. 1 run scores, 1 man left on at the end of 3.5 innings of play. It's 3-1 Falcons. You're watching Flagler County High School baseball on the WNZF Sports Network.
While you sleep, the WNZF news team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Mike Lucido looks down the bottom of the 4th. We'll start off in a big round. They'll be followed by Cody Clymer and Carson Bliss. Dalton Roberts struck out his first lineup. Entered in season 192 in the season. That's a fly ball. See, it gets in. Get on your horse. Roberts digging for second. And he's got to stand up for slugs him with the doubles. It's hard to get one out of here, Rich.
Oh, yeah, he hit that one a long way. And Tucker for East River made a great effort diving, full body dive, full extension, and just missed it. But a great effort out there, but it shows how well Roberts hit the ball, still got it in there.
Stopping up Cody Clymer. Cody Clymer pitched 5 innings in that win against University on Saturday. Hunter Key is the pitcher. He came in today 1-1 with a 6.8 ERA. First thing I thought of when I saw the left-hander Key was Jimmy Key.
Oh, how can you forget? Jimmy Key helped power the 1996 Yankees to a World Series victory.
Aiden Norman didn't pitch running at second base. Clymer struck out his first time up. One of 2 strikeouts for Key. That was just the 4th hit he's allowed. That's the runner.
Going what?
Goes back and it's a ball.
Clymer hitting .250 on the year. He has 4 RBIs. He has 1 out there at second base.
1-0 shows bunt again. Goes back and too far inside. 2-0. Normandin with 1 stolen base on the season is at second. Try high, Papa.
Whoa.
What an effort.
That's a rough play for the catcher there. He probably lost it in the lights.
I mean, I lost it about 2/3 of the way up and then saw it again about the time Perez probably saw it.
So, Clymer has new life.
The JV players giving a little razz.
Giving him a hard time. Perez behind the plate.
When I used to announce for St. Augustine High baseball, the JV kids would always be hanging out in the press box, cutting up. So his butt goes back, but that's a strike.
That was a tremendous pitch that time.
I wasn't your typical get me over curve.
No. It almost looked like that. I wouldn't want to say new pitch, but everybody's using the term now, the sweeper. It almost looked like a sweeper.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, is that what the kids are calling it these days, Mike?
2-2 pitch. Cut on and miss. Clymer goes out swinging for the second time today. Strikeout number 3 for King.
The catcher, number 11, Carson Woods.
So Fliss steps up. He grounded the third his first time up. 273 on the season. No home runs. 10 RBI.
It's getting late in this game, getting late early, Yogi. Like to get that run home there at second base. That's a big run. Cut into the lead.
This is when the Bulldogs have really excelled this year.
Yeah, look at that. That's got a nice movement.
Just tried the back door in there. Just stayed outside.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a sweeper, Mike. I feel good about that.
I'm going to let you feel good about that.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You're not today, Satan. He checks the runner. Breaking ball in. Just missed.
I actually the other ice.
We'll see if Fliss can do something more with the 2-0 count. Clymer went up 2-0 and struck out.
Rich actually ended up making a comeback appearance at St. Augustine High School this Friday when the Pirates showed up there. Great pitch for a strike there, 2-1.
A comeback. Tell us about it, Mike.
So I went there. We were supposed to do that game. We got the St. John County to St. Augustine High. I said, you know what? I'll go see the game to be on the honor. I'm not on the other side of the stand. So he's going to come out of the back and announce the game. So I'll have that on the end. That's why we got this 7-game game for the Pirates. The good thing about that game getting called that last minute is I already knew all the players' names. That's how
okay.
it makes a difference when you don't announce the game.
Yeah.
It's 2-1. Other than 3-1 on deck. Jesse Bauer.
Yeah, it's all right if we get someone's name wrong here, but if you're announcing it over the PA, it just hurts that much more.
They're like, you need a Kansas roster. I'm like, no. Definitely no to Pirates. 2 doubles for Gabe Breckenridge, and that was the only hits the Pirates could get.
Breckenridge is a hit machine.
That's a strike in the count of school. Breckenridge is actually going to finish his AA at Daytona State this spring.
Yeah.
Before he heads to Mississippi Valley State, where he plans to study law.
I get aggressive here, Mike. You know, I send the runner. 3-2-1 out. See what they do.
Fouls it off.
They didn't send him, but he had a big lead by the time the pitch was thrown.
Right field is playing pretty shallow out there. So the status quo, this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat to the catcher Fliss. And he draws the ball.
Good eye from Fliss there. He had a steady diet of breaking balls there. He wouldn't bite.
Left fielder, number 8, Jesse.
So Jesse Barrow will come up, but their coach is going to go talk to their pitcher. We will have a pinch runner.
On the track.
I don't know who number 20 is, because normally Braden Stewart wears number 20 depending on the uniform, so I'll check that.
Long conversation there going. Is that Abbott and Costello?
It sounds like it.
Abbott and Costello Meet the Wolfman, one of the greatest movies of all time, Mike. I'm sure you've seen
And
it.
you talk about me being old.
Well, I've seen it, but that you were there opening night, so it's a different story, you know.
But my FPC roster card does not have number 20. Let me effort that.
Jesse Bauer. Now that the conference is over,
Logan Schutte is the pinch runner.
tying runs on base here. Big batter in this ball game.
Schutte getting a call up from JV. So Norman is at second. Schutte is at first. Bowers at the plate. Grounded to second his first time up. 333 on the season. That's a fly ball. Out of play. So you're going to see some new faces with the JV season over. Schutte being one of them.
Bauer hitting 357 on the season. Whoa.
Foul back. Some fresh runs for you.
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
So it's 1-2 here to Bauer.
He's got the tying runs on base.
He checks the runner. That is a grounder to short. Over to second. On the first for two. Double play.
Wow.
6-4-3. And Key gets out of it. 4 innings complete. Falcons lead 3-1. You're watching Flagler County High School baseball on the WNZF.
While you sleep, the WNZF news team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
You're in, Mike.
So let's top of the fifth and a new for the Bulldogs. Dalton Roberts. Big Rob making his fifth appearance out of the bullpen. 0-0. Struck out 4 and 2 in the third. Tristan Miller 4 innings, 4 hits in the third. 5 strikeouts and a walk. Currently the pitcher of record. Who moves to right field? Kennedy, Key, and Figueroa up the sixth for the Falcons. So when I went to interview Dalton Roberts, his teammates said, "We call him Big Rob." He says, "Nobody calls him that." I said, "Thank you, him." Big Rob. And he starts off with a nasty breaking ball there for a strike.
Yeah, and it was a hard thrown breaking ball, almost like a cutter.
Kennedy walked and scored his first time up. 2 outs to left his second time up. That one misses inside, 1-1.
Kennedy 471 on the season. He has a home run and 15 RBIs.
Leading hitter on the team. The second leading hitter's up next. 2-1. Popped up, third base side. Stewart's going to run out of room. So it's 2-2.
Obviously, if you're the Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth inning, you're down by a couple runs, so you're still in the game. You want to keep it right here if you're Dalton Roberts. That's your job now. Give your offense a shot.
Temp has dropped significantly with the sun just behind the clouds. 2-2 upstairs, 3-2 on deck, Hunter Key.
Beautiful night, though. Not a cloud in the sky, Mike. Music to my ears.
Nope. The night I remember the tent.
Yeah.
Big breaking ball there and down swinging goes Kennedy. And there's one away.
Mike brings the tent the one night there are 0 clouds out.
So Hunter Key is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first, grounded the first his last time up. That drops in for a strike.
Yeah, kind of a tight slider cutter almost from Roberts. Nasty pitch.
That's a fastball. Oh, line to Nobles. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that ball was hit really hard. Nobles was right there, right at him. That's what we were talking about earlier, right, Mike? Sometimes you barely get a piece of the ball, but it finds a hole, and right there he did everything right, but lined it right at somebody.
Josue Figueroa has come up twice. He's reached base twice. A walk in the first and a single in the third as he fouls that off. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. To the fourth place hitter, Figueroa here in the fifth. Figueroa is batting fourth. He's the fourth hitter in the batting order. The third hitter this inning. And it's 1-1. The fourth place hitter. Fly ball, center field to the track.
Wow.
And that's about as far as we've seen a ball hit.
Yeah.
But May was waiting for it. We go to the bottom of the fifth, a 1-2-3 inning for Big Rob. Falcons lead 3-1. You're watching Flagler County High School baseball on the WNZ.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Deshaun Trinidad comes into the game for the Falcons, making his sixth appearance out of the bullpen. 0-0 with a 2 ERA. He struck out 12 and walked 12 in 7 innings pitched. Hunter Key will remain the designated hitter. He pitches 4 innings, gives up 1 run on 5 hits, strikes out 3.
Had a little trouble last inning, was able to get out of it. So good outing for Key.
Dalton Howell leads off here, singled his first time up. Plus he misses on that one.
Trinidad facing 8, 9, and 1.
Oh, 1 pitch. Right on and missed. 0-2.
Like the change there. Beautiful action. I thought the fastball was coming from back here.
Trinidad strikes out a lot of batters, and you see why. That's fouled off. Throw him a walk a batter or 2 as well, though. 1-1 strikeout from walk rate here. 1-2 pitch.
Oof. Trinidad didn't like that call. He thought he had him. Borderline at best.
And that is the grounder to third in fair territory. Long throw to the first base. Nice play by Marzak. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, nice play by Marzak, but also a great play at first base there by Figueroa, picking it out of the dirt.
And he had to wait on that one, too. Casey Noble flew out to center his first time up. Still searching for his first hit of the season. That's a grounder to third. Now he eats him up.
So humbled right away after the amazing play, unable to handle the routine ground ball.
That's baseball, Rich.
Yeah.
So Braden Stewart comes up. doubled and scored in the first. Reached on an or grounded to short his second time up. That one's a strike. Noble's the runner at first. So Noble's still searching for his first hit this year. And that takes a look over. Goes over to first and back is Jason Noble.
Yeah, Nobles looks like he's going to steal.
Nobles does have a stolen base this year. That is grounded down third base. That's a base hit to left field. Nobles coming in the third. Slide in and he's out.
Bad call that time from the third base coach. He was waving him to come on, and he was out by a lot.
A single for Stewart. He advances on the throw. And he's out at third. That was 5-6 on the putout. Jones grounded the first twice. Also plays first.
He steps out. Shell 239 on the season.
That is grounded out.
Shell's 12 RBIs actually lead the team this season.
Which is tough to do batting in the two spot.
Yeah. Just ask Aaron Judge.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Get me on my high horse. Your best hitter batted third for 140 years.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch, cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, Trinidad's nasty. He's a tough guy to face at the end of a ball game. He has a variety of breaking pitches. He throws it hard, he throws it soft, different locations.
And everything moves.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch. Grounded the first. And for the third time tonight, Peter Rowe is going to step on the bag. And the side is retired. So 5 innings complete. Falcons lead 3-1. You're watching Franklin County High School baseball on the WNZF Sports Network.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Top of the sixth, Dalton Roberts goes back out to the mound. They'll face Sean Quinones and Sine this inning. Found out a little bit of breaking news, Rich.
Oh.
Sort of. Carl Knighton, FP Matanzas guard, will be committing on Thursday.
Wow, congratulations.
That first pitch to Shantz is a ball.
Where is he committing?
Well, that's why we got to wait till
Oh.
Thursday. I was invited to the ceremony. I'll be out of town for the day job, unfortunately. So you'll have to listen to the Friday morning sports.
All right. There you go. Wow. An industry professional before our eyes with the T's.
You might even hear from Carl Knighton. Nice pitch on the inside corner. It's 2-1.
Well, congratulations to Carl.
He was electric this year. Averaged over 25 points a game for the Pirates.
Ooh.
Tried to jam him. That's a fly ball into the left field corner. And it goes foul.
Whew. He gave that one a ride.
Got it just in enough.
Yeah. It had that sound. It had the look. It was in the air, you know.
It's 350 down the lines here at FPC. Matanzas has defenses in the power alleys and center field. And their defense is that foul territory. That's ball 3. Here at FPC, it's deep down the lines. It's 355 to center.
Yeah,
Which is about average for high school.
Right.
It's the center. That's popped up. Swift's trying to track it down. And Roberts called his own number. And there's one away.
Yeah, we've seen the East River put some balls into orbit here a couple of times. Just couldn't get out of the park. They were up there, though.
Big park and a cool night. As Quinones steps in. Got hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. Had an RBI single his first time. 3 runs in this game, and he's contributed to 2 of them for the Falcons. That's a strike. That one too high. 1-1.
One thing you could say about the Bulldogs, they play good baseball. They play good ball games. They're usually in every game they play.
2-1. And that's something we've seen from Kyle Marsh's team. They know how to work pitches. They know how to move runners along, make the most of their opportunities. And that one gets away.
Probably the biggest difference from a lot of Bulldog games we've seen so far this year. Not a lot of opportunities tonight. You got to give East River a lot of credit and Key, the game that he pitched, and now Trinidad. They look great out there, limiting the opportunities for the Bulldogs.
And that's on the 4-1 strike, 3-2. And they've really won with the pitch. They're hitting 289 as a team, but they have a 267 ERA. As that is popped up. Foul territory left field. Bauer making a long run over.
Oh.
Overran it.
No, it did. Oh, did he get it? He dropped
He
it.
did not. And so it's foul.
Oof. That was a great effort, though.
You know, that ball probably tailed back a little bit in the breeze. You know, it's hard to put the brakes on, especially on a cool night like this. The field's a little wet.
Yeah. And we've seen players losing it in the light tonight as well, so maybe he lost it for a second. Still made a great play at it.
So the count remains full. Today, who's 2 for 2, is on deck. Strikeout by Dalton Roberts is 2 away. Came up with something nasty on 3-2, Rich.
Oh, yeah. Some cheese right there from Dalton Roberts, throwing it hard.
Strikeout number 2 for Big Rob as Sine steps in. He was 1 for 9 on the season coming in. He's 2 for 2, up his average to 273. Like I said, he's the ace of the staff. He's 3 for 3. Base hit up the middle. Had 1 hit coming in today. And with 2 out, the first base runner allowed by Roberts is Michael Snag.
So a 2-out base runner now for East River in the top of the 6th inning with a 2-run lead.
Brian Perez has to take off all the gear.
He dropped that pop-up to the catcher last inning. Got a lot of reaction from the crowd, but it didn't end up hurting the Falcons.
That was a tough play.
Another example where I felt like he must have lost it in the light.
Big Rob starts him off with a breaking ball there. Perez sacrificed in a run his last time up, but he's down 0-2 here. Perez the 7th RBI of the season. Sine at first. That one upstairs, 1-2.
And that's a good 0-2 pitch right there.
Just wasting one.
See if you could get him to chase.
Checks the runner at first.
Oof.
That one up the middle. Tough play, but he makes it. What a play by Cody Clymer coming across the bag to throw the runner out at first. 5.5 complete. Bulldogs trail 3-1. You're watching Franklin County High School baseball on the WNZF.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Back here at FPC High School, getting ready for the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trail by 2. Tristan Miller at the plate. Great night at the mound. Now he's going to try to get a rally started with the bat.
2 at the plate. 3 runs in 4 innings, 1 earned. One earned.
And he grounds it up the middle. Fielded by, no, couldn't handle it there at shortstop. It's going to be an E6 on Kennedy, or maybe it was a tough play. Either way, Tristan Miller gets on to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Here,
Caught a break they desperately needed at this point in the ballgame.
oh, yeah, you need that leadoff base runner on. Now you got Dalton Roberts at the plate representing the tying run. He shut the door the past 2 innings on East River, and let's see if he can do something with the bat. So back-to-back batters, the pitchers here tonight for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can do something with the bat. Trinidad deals. Beautiful breaking pitch, swung on and missed.
Big Rob 1 for 2. Baker County came all the way back from down 5-0 to take a 7-5 lead against Matanzas in the top of the 7th.
The 0-1 pitch misses wildly. Oh, no. Tristan Miller heads to second, and he's going to be thrown out there. I think he thought that the ball got away from Perez, but it didn't. He made a beautiful backhanded stop and threw Miller out at second base. So the Bulldogs lose that leadoff base runner, and there's one away.
Nice glove save by Perez there, and then a strike to second.
Yeah.
If you're going to hesitate in that situation, you should just go back.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I feel like almost that Miller must have thought it was a wild pitch. I'm not sure why he went. That ball lifted to left field and fielded out there for the second out. Maybe a little more difficult than it had to be for Shantz. See the shortstop for the Bulldogs, Cody Clymer here. He's got nobody on base and 2 outs.
Clymer struck out twice today.
That one got away from Perez. Doesn't matter. Nobody on base. 1-0.
Clymer enters the game as the Bulldogs' leading hitter and their best pitcher. Best starter, I should say. Jesse Bowers is really good at it.
Misses away again, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Trinidad misses away again, 3-0. So he's lost the strike zone here.
On deck, Carson Bliss.
Trinidad has been dominant. The 3-0 pitch. But he does walk Clymer. So another base runner for the Bulldogs. 2-out base runner for Carson Fliss.
And we've said he's thrown the walk. In just how many innings this year, he's walked 15 batters. What a great walk-up song. Especially on a clear spring night.
Oh, yeah, that works. Timeout called by the umpire. Fliss is right back in the box, ready to go.
Out of the third and the second, walked in the fourth.
Bulldogs looking for something to happen with 2 outs here.
Clymer has 10 stolen bases on the year.
Trinidad deals in the dirt, again blocked by Perez. He has had a really great inning behind the plate. He's having a catcher's inning back there.
And that helps a pitcher like Figueroa with a lot of movement.
Oof.
Yeah,
That just missed, yeah. Oof. My goodness. As you know, with Deshaun Trinidad, every single pitch moves. Checks on Clymer. It'll be a 2-0 pitch. And snap throw to first base. Not in time.
He's just showing off now, Rich.
Yeah. I mean, this is a catcher's inning.
I mean, all seriousness, though, what great play behind the plate. Oh, except he's getting razzled by the
Yeah, a little
JV
bit,
kids,
yeah.
and he's talking back to them. I think the umpires are.
Yeah. I mean, when you have the lead and you're having a great inning like this, you don't have to talk to the bleachers.
He just pointed at the scoreboard. So the first is back.
We're missing the bus when we're running, kids.
So, runner at first base. 2 outs for the Bulldogs. The 2-1 pitch from Trinidad. He checks on first.
You're closer to the fans than a lot of high school fields here.
Yeah. Trinidad deals. Just getting a piece. 2-2.
The stand is here about half a mile away if you're in the back of the bleachers.
Yeah, I know. There's so much distance. The crowd is right on top of you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trail by 2. Tying run at the plate in Carson Fliss. Trinidad deals. Breaking ball. Oh, and it's a called strike 3, and that will do it. 1 man left on, no runs scored at the end of 6 innings of play. 3-1 East River. You're watching Flagler County High School Baseball on the WNZF Sports Network.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Top of the 7th inning, FPC High School Bulldogs trail 3-1. Pinch hitter here, Ethan Rousson.
111 on the season for Ethan. 2 for 18. 4
Umpire needs to
RBIs.
stretch it out a little bit there. Not sure what that, sometimes the umpire guy, he has to stretch, you don't want to pull anything.
I mean, it's a cool night. You don't want to tighten up in the cold.
I'm stretching out right now, too. Roberts deals a strike. Rowdy crowd here tonight.
Big Rob has struck out 2 and allowed 1 base hit in 2 innings of relief.
Back-to-back beautiful breaking balls from Roberts. And he's pitched a couple great innings here, giving his team a chance to get back in it. And he swings and misses, struck out on 3 pitches. 1 away.
He was overmatched from that at bat, Rich.
Yeah. Didn't have a chance. Marzak was a strikeout victim in the 4th inning.
0 for 2, reached on an error.
And he bunts it down the third base line. A beautiful bunt, and that's going to be a base hit. That's how you get it done as a leadoff hitter.
Absolutely. And Braden Stewart didn't try to force the issue, just pick it up.
Yeah, that's when you get into trouble, right? When you force it.
Try to turn a single into a double.
Yeah. This is Ty Kennedy, the shortstop. He was also a strikeout victim of Roberts back in the 5th.
0 for 2 with a walk.
So now a one-out base runner. Swung on in line to left center field. That's hit a long way. Way back there. And a beautiful, no, it's off the wall. And East River will have runners at second and third. He had to hold up there at first base, did Morzak, because he wasn't sure if the play was going to be made in center field. And it wasn't.
If that had been in the gap, he would have scored easily on that one. Connor May was so close to running it down. He was playing just a little up of towards right center.
So 2 huge insurance runs out there at second and third as Roberts catches the outside corner. So the run does not score. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Swung on and grounded foul down the right field line. So now it's an 0-2 pitch coming up, and big opportunity for Roberts to get a strikeout here.
To give you an idea of the year Kennedy's having, going 1 for 3 today has lowered his batting average.
Unbelievable. Well, he really got into that one.
All the way down to 465.
Amazing. This is fouled back. And Kennedy does have a home run on the year, if I remember correctly.
You do.
And the 15 RBI. So he's been a big presence, and he was there. And now East River, they're set up. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Chance to get a run in on and out. But it is an 0-2 pitch coming to Key.
That was his 7th double of the season, too.
Grounded down the right field line again. And this would be a big strikeout to get to 2 outs with those runners at second and third. Right now, East River, they can score a run on and out. And these are the scenarios where we see FPC take advantage. See what East River can do. They are having a great season. They're 14-7. The pitch just misses outside, 1-2.
This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
And those are big runs out there late in this ball game. Top of the 7th inning, 3-1 East River. Roberts deals, misses high, 2-2. And you got to figure out, well, how am I going to go about this? What's my out pitch? How am I going to get Key to strike out here? And maybe overthinking it a little bit on the past 2 pitches. You also don't want to throw it in the dirt. Give them an easy run. That ball is lined into right field, and it's a base hit, and it will go all the way to the wall. 2 runs will score on the RBI double from Hunter Key.
The top of the order for East River has been dangerous all year. And Hunter Key does it yet again.
So 5-1 East River, still only 1 away. And Jose Figueroa at the plate.
17 RBIs on the season now for Key. He came in hitting 397.
Roberts catches the inside corner with a breaking ball, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses away, 1-1. Well, that ball was wide. That was a hard shot down the right field line from Hunter Key.
And Miller did his best to try and cut it off.
And that one's headed to left field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. He gets to third, runners at the now the ball gets away, and yes, Figueroa will advance to second base on the errant throw. So that'll be an error.
Key to third.
Runners at second and third, still only 1 out.
Sean Fitless today.
A conversation on the mound there between Cody Clymer and Roberts. Now they're ready. David Shantz is the right fielder. East River looking to tack on more runs here. That ball catches the outside corner, 0-1.
Right down 100 with that one.
And you definitely want to keep it right here in a 5-1 ball game. That ball tapped to third, mishandled, and the throw is not handled by the first baseman, gets away, and somehow East River doesn't take home on it. They were conservative, and that'll load the bases. So tough play out there at third base for Dalton Shaw.
Who gets the error there?
I think that's the first baseman's error. He hasn't got that ball.
So now the base is loaded.
It's turned into a rough top of the seventh inning for the Bulldogs and Dalton Roberts, who was so dominant his first two innings in this ball game. It's all unraveled here in the top of the seventh inning.
Been a tough inning for Dalton Roberts.
2 runs in, bases loaded though, only 1 out. 5-1 ball game.
Retired 7 of the first 8 he faced. The last 5 have reached.
And you start to wonder, well, did the Bulldogs and Coach Kyle Marsh stay with Dalton Roberts a bit too long here?
It's possible. You know, but his 2 best pitchers, Clymer and Bauer, not available tonight because they pitched Saturday.
Quinones, the second baseman, big opportunity for him here with the bases loaded. Roberts still out there. He deals. That ball is lifted into right field. Play is made, tagging from third base, and scoring is East River. That's Puncher Key. And they take a 6-0 lead.
Second RBI of the night for Quinones.
Left fielder, number 19, Michael Sinek.
So Sine has runners at the corners here with 2 away. Now 3 runs scored in the inning. And East River looking for more.
Sine 3 for 3. He's quadrupled his hit total for the season in this game.
And he hits that up the middle. And a beautiful play there at second base for the Bulldogs. Wow. Tremendous play by Noble. And that will do it. Couple runners left on. 3 runs score. And heading into the bottom of the 7th inning, East River has a 6-1 lead. You're watching Flagler County High School baseball on the WNZF Sports Network.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.
Back here at FPC High School, and For the bottom of the seventh, hot dogs are $1. New pitcher in there for East River is Jay Scalinas. He has an 8 ERA on the season, so maybe the Bulldogs, they have a shot here. Jesse Bauer will lead off. He faces 7-8-9 for the Bulldogs. East River has a 6-1 lead. Fields in the dirt.
8 walks in 6 innings has 5 holes to catcher.
That went off the umpire's shin, but he's acting like nothing happened, not letting them know he feels any pain.
Tough as nails.
I would have been screaming, Mike.
Bauer overseas grounded into a double play to end the fourth.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, again, low, 2-0. Yeah, down 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. You need base runners. I don't swing until he throws a strike. I mentioned the 8 ERA. That's only in 3 appearances, so not a lot of opportunities. He misses low again. One of those situations, maybe with the big lead, you give a guy a shot. See what he has.
Final from Matanzas, Baker County 7, Matanzas 5. Pirates now 5-10 on season.
Jelana steals. This one right over the heart of the plate. 3-1. And I take another pitch here. You need base runners. And showing up, there it is. The Bulldogs now have the leadoff runner on base here in the bottom of the 7th.
Dalton Howell. 1 for 2.
All right. Howell going to get a shot here. Joanna steals, catches the inside corner. 0-1. Modest lead at first.
With 6 stolen bases on the year.
Misses again, 1-1.
Even with the wild pitcher on the mound, you've got to be careful. You've seen what Perez is capable of.
That's right.
On the plate.
Bulldogs ran themselves out of an inning. Perez showing off that arm behind the plate. It'll be a 1-1 pitch. This one gets him. So the first 2 runners get on here for the Bulldogs. So a walk to Bauer. Howell is hit by a pitch. And Noble is off of that sparkling play at second base to end the top of the 7th inning. Going to get a shot here.
Shooty pinch running at first base.
And the same thing here. And I'm assuming maybe this is what his coach is telling him. You got to take some pitches here. Don't go up there swinging the bat. You got to make this guy throw strikes. So far, he has not been able to. And he's got runners at first and second. You don't want to give him any easy outs here. Make him throw pitches.
Noble's still looking for his first hit of the season as he comes up.
So here we go. The Bulldogs, they trail 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th, but they got the first 2 runners on against Jay Scalinas. Noble steps out for a moment. Now he's back in there. Pitch misses low and away, 1-0.
I'm easily amused.
Very, very excitable crowd here tonight.
Bauer at second, Shooty at first.
Jelena steals, misses low and away again. So now it's a 2-0 count. Runners at first and second. And if you load the bases here, you'll have those bases loaded for the top of the order.
8 of his 10 pitches have been balls.
And you don't swing the bat here if you're Nobles. You just don't do it. That ball misses low again.
He didn't like that one.
It's 3-0. So now Perez is going to go out and talk to his pitcher Because at this point, you have a 5-run lead. Just throw a strike. Just throw the ball over the plate. You're helping the Bulldogs get back in this ball game, not throwing strikes.
It wasn't a save opportunity when he came in, but it's on its way.
And you mentioned, Nobles is looking for his first hit on the season. So you don't want to walk a guy like that. You want to make the Bulldogs earn it here. So conversation done between catcher and pitcher, Perez and Jelinas. So here we go. It's going to be a 3-0 count. Noble's looking for his first hit, but more importantly, the Bulldogs looking for more base runs.
Surprised he didn't stay with Trinidad one more inning.
And that ball catches the outside corner. 3-1. And of course, you take another pitch here if you're Nobles, for sure. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, 6-1 East River. The pitch. That one is lined into right field, and it falls in for a base hit. Nobles has his first hit of the season, and it loads the bases for the top of the order.
Time and time again, we've said it. This team gets hits when they need the most. And Casey Noble has over his previous 13.
And if anything, they've made the game interesting now.
It is now a save situation. For Jelinas, it's a tying run. He's in the on-deck circle.
So Jerry Kennedy out there to talk to his pitcher. I think that's Jerry Kennedy. And it doesn't look like he's going to change pitchers here. So he's giving this inning to Jelinas. And it's been a great season for East River. They're 14-7 on the year.
He only has one mound visit remaining.
They're coming off of a 7-3 win over Boone, another Orlando team.
Only bad memories of Boone. The one time we did a Boone game, they came here and beat an undefeated FPC team, 28-13 in 2017.
So here we go. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bulldogs trail by 5. They got the top of the order up with the bases loaded against a pitcher who's struggling to find the strike zone. Jelinas deals, and he misses low and away, 1-0.
This is cynical, but sometimes I think about this. This is a huge ballpark on a cold night, just throwing it over.
Yeah.
Maybe he hits it somewhere.
And he misses low and away there again. Nice backhand scoop from Perez. 2-0.
Continuing to be impressive behind the plate. This is a much different ballgame than Perez doesn't have in 97.
That's right. He's saved a few runs for his ball club. Jelinas deals low again, 3-0. One pitch away from walking in the second run for the Bulldogs. And again, I mean, if there's no reason to swing the bat here if you're Stewart.
12 of his 16 pitches have been balls.
That one right over the plate. So now, with your leadoff hitter, I think about giving him the green light here, Mike. What do you think?
I'm always a big fan of hitting on 3-1. I'm always swinging.
But he misses low, and he walks Stewart. That'll be the second run of the ball game for the Bulldogs. And all of a sudden, the tying run is at the plate in Dalton Shell.
And no one out.
And nobody out.
Situation more than Dalton Shell.
That's right.
It's been a tough night for him. He's grounded the first 3 times.
Well, all that can go away here with a big hit. The Bulldogs right now very much in this ball game. The pitch lined into right field. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score on the RBI single from Dalton Shell. And it's a 6-4 ball game.
3 words. You're right, Dad. Dalton Shell delivers. 1 more time. He now has 14 RBIs on the season And all of a sudden, the tying runs at first base with no one out.
You gotta feel for Jelinas. That's rough, walking off that mound after that performance here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
So for him, no innings pitched. He gave up 2 hits, walked 2 and hit a batter. He gave up 3 runs. He's responsible for 2 more.
And just like that, Mike, you're the Bulldogs. You got the tying runs on base, but nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is very much a ball game.
Tyler Marzak has 2 saves on the season in his 3 bullpen appearances, 2 and 2 with a 3.17 ERA. So he's been called on a few times to close the door.
So experience in this situation. And if you're East River, all you got to do is throw strikes. At least when it was 6-1, they weren't able to do that, and now they're facing the heart of the Bulldog order with the tying runs on base in a game that pretty much seemed like it was over.
So correction, this is Davila, who has the other save for East River this year. 3-1 with 2.19 ERA. 10 strikeouts in 16 innings. He's also wild, though. He struck out 10 and walked 10 in 16 innings. So Falcons not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, looks like Falcons are going to their guy here.
Well,
did you say something wrong, Mike?
yeah, I hope that didn't kill the
Yeah, it turned on our field camera there.
This is Whitney's best song. By
Oh
the way.
yeah, that camera might have seen its final breath.
Yeah, Davila's been effectively wild this year. He's, like I said, he's walked 10 in 16 innings.
And sometimes it's not terrible to be a little wild. Puts that question mark in the hitter's head. Not sure where the ball's going. You can't get comfortable. But right now, big ball game for the Bulldogs. Looking to get another W after their big win over University over the weekend. So it's an odd thing, Mike. Maybe you can explain it. You're playing a tournament over the weekend, and now you're playing an out-of-conference game here. How does this work?
So the conference tournament is separate from the district. The conference is basically just a group of schools that got together so they can make sure they have games on their schedule. So, you know, it's like an exhibition pool almost. It's not exhibition, it's regular season games, but you'll see teams create conferences. Matthias River Athletic Conference.
No, it's Mr. Miller. He started the game, and he had a couple base hits as well, Mike.
But it gets your team into like a postseason mode in the regular season because you have these tournament games that count as regular season games. But they wanted to make sure they had a senior night.
Pitch is high.
Miller's been up 3 times. He's reached 3 times. 2 singles, and he reached on an error.
Villa looked a little excited on that first pitch, missing high. 1-0. The heart beating. A lot of adrenaline, and he misses high again. Oh, and they're going to say he swang.
What do I always tell my son? About half the time, I think the infield umpire's guessing that wasn't even close.
Yeah. That was a tough call to go against the Bulldogs there. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Tying runs on base, runners at the corner. Davila deals. Swung on and missed.
Blew the heat by him there.
Yep, and sometimes that's all you need is to see a strike, and you get the confidence you need to make pitches. Almost like in basketball, where you got to see the ball go through the hoop.
See if he shortens up here with 2 strikes.
Davila deals, and he gets him on the breaking pitch. 1 away.
Huge strikeout.
Now back to the pitcher.
So, Dalton Roberts, tough inning on the mound, last half inning, has a chance here.
1 for 3 with a double today.
Great chance here for Dalton Roberts. Runners at the corners. Tying runs on base. Bottom of the 7th inning. 6-4 ball game. Davila deals. Oh, man, he just missed that one, fouling it back, 0-1.
You're thinking about running here, but you have a hard-throwing pitcher and a very good defensive catcher here.
Yeah, that's a big risk, but, man, if you could get that tying run to second base, that would be huge.
But you can't afford to get it out.
The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be lifted to the shortstop. 2 away. So it's going to be all up to Cody Clymer here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the Bulldogs trailing by 2. Davila has come in and restored order to the ball game for East River, and he's 1 out away from getting his team the W. Now, if you're the Bulldog, you don't want to make the final out at second base, but it gets even more important to get that tying run to second.
Clymer, the leading hitter on the team.
That ball misses away. 1 ball, no strikes to Clymer. Now he's another one of those ball players that he can do it all. And this is a big moment for him here. The 1-0 pitch taken off for second base. The throw. No, he's going to hold on to it. And the Bulldogs do get that runner on the stolen base to second base. So now, if Clymer gets a base hit, there's a good chance the Bulldogs will tie this game.
That was a strike at the knees. 2-strike approach, Rich. Even though it was 0-1, just go the other way. That's all you need to do.
The 1-1 pitch to Clymer. Swung on and missed. The Bulldogs down to their final strike.
Great pitch there.
This is what you want. Best hitter at the plate. Tying run at second base. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs down to their final strike. And timeout called by the umpire. The moment was just too dramatic.
Everybody gets a second to decompress.
Take a deep breath. Let's reset here. Runners at second and third. That's the tying run at second base. Clymer at the plate. 2 outs. The pitch. Right over the plate. Strike 3 called. And that will do it. Davila comes on to save the game for East River. 2 runners left on base. 2 scored. But the Bulldogs, they fall to East River 6-4. And what was, they never disappoint, Mike. They were down 6-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th, but still made a game of it. What an exciting finish here from FPC.
Right down to the wire. Hunter Key gets his second win of the season. That is a save number 2 for Davila. The loss goes to Tristan Miller 2-3. 2-3 on the year. But the Bulldogs fought back. All you can ask for is right down to the last strike.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, they did a fantastic job, and they maximized their opportunities, and their biggest opportunity perhaps there in the bottom of the 7th inning to create one of the more exciting final frames we've seen this season.
Yep, and hopefully the schedule breaks our way and we can get one more in. This is the last home game of the season for FPC. Maybe they can stature breaking districts and win the district tournament and get a playoff home game, and then maybe we'll be back here. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe we'll be back here. We hope that's the case. But another great show here from FPC High School. One final time, the final score, East River 6, FPC 4. Thank you so much for joining us on the WNZF Sports Network. For Mike Licio, producer Sharon Carroll, and assistant producer Mike Licio III, I'm Rich Carroll. Have a good night, Flagler County.
While you sleep, the WNZF News team is getting the local news ready for you.
We will pass legislation to help kids disconnect from tech addiction and reconnect to the real world.
These are the local
We
voices.
saw an overall 24% increase on project costs.
These are the local people.
I just want the community to know that the board in our last meeting unanimously agreed to start looking at the policy to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Get all the local news wherever you are on WNZF 94.9 FM and worldwide on the Flagler Radio mobile app.